guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel with me, Syahidna Nisrin Arinia. So today I would like to explain about three kingdoms that the expansion of Islam to the Europe area. Stay tuned. So the Ottoman, Safavid and Mughal empires were Muslim empire extending from Anatolia, let's say modern-day Turkey, to India. And they were known as gunpowder empires because they had learned to weaponize gunpowder by using it in cannons with which they could destroy walls around cities. And these empires also used cavalry and composite bombs to increase their military success. First is Ottoman Empire, so the Turkey Osmani has returned a large enough area to the Islamic world that they succeeded by expanding Islam into Eastern Europe. In fact, they were the only ones who succeeded in conquering Constantinople, which became the capital of the Roman Empire by Sultan Muhammad al-Fatih, the Conqueror, in 1453 Masehi. So with that, the control of Constantinople, the door for expansion to Europe became increasingly successful and open. So first we start with Osman, that led the Ottoman Empire from 1300 until 1326. So the Ottoman Empire, named for him, and established small Muslim state in Anatolia. The Turco-Mongol rule, Timur challenged Ottoman expansion when he captured the Sultan and took Ottoman land. And this caused a civil war in the Ottoman Empire, and Murad II seized power and continued expansion. Second is led by Mehmed II from 1444 and 1451 until 1481. Yes, he led the Ottoman Empire for two periods. And he conquered Constantinople 1453, opened it to new citizens of many religions and backgrounds, rebuilt city and renamed it to Istanbul. So the third Ottoman Empire, led by Salim the Grim from 1512 until 1520. So he is Mehmed's grandson, defeated Safavids in 1514, with named Battle of Calderan. Swept into Syria, Palestine, and North Africa, captured Mecca and Medina, finally captured Cairo, the intellectual center of Muslim world. And the fourth is led by Suleiman the Lawgiver from 1520 until 1566. He is Salim's son, conquered the European city of Belgrade in 1521, military conquests in North Africa, Central Europe, and East Med. Controlled trade routes in interior, given title of lawgiver for simplifying system of taxations, government reform, and cultural achievements. His rule was the golden age of the empire. At its height, the Ottoman Empire included Hungary, most of Eastern Europe was into the Caucasus Mountain, Mesopotamia, parts of Arabica, and North Africa along the Mediterranean coast. So here is the map of Ottoman Empire. Next is the Ottoman Empire religion. First, there are Islam, of course, and like Christian and Jews. This is granted freedom of worship to the other Christian communities, and any religion allowed each religious community to follow its own religion, government, laws, custom, and taxes. Next is the Ottoman Empire law, that they use Sharia and created law. This is Ottoman Empire, the arts. First is popular subjects, poetry, history, geography, astronomy, and math, architecture. There, with Ottoman Empire, Sinan, an architect, built Mosque of Suleiman. Also built fortresses, roads, and bridges under Suleiman. Art and literature flourished similar to Europe and Renaissance. Next, we move to the Safavid Empire. Safavid Empire originated from a congregation movement that was established in Ardabil, a city in Azerbaijan, Iran. Therefore, this dawla can be considered as the foundation stone for the formation of the present Iranian state. The name Safavid or Safaviya was taken from the name of its founder, Safi al-Din. This name was maintained until this order turned into a political movement, even becoming the name for the dawla they founded, namely Dawla Safawiya. Safi al-Din was a rich man. Choose Sufi was as his way of life. He is a descendant of the sixth Shia Imam Musa al-Kazim. His teacher was named Sheikh Tajuddin al-Din Ibrahim Zahiri from 1216 until 1301 Masehi, known as Zahid al-Gilani. Because of his achievements and perseverance in the life of Sufism, his son-in-law was taken by his teacher. The Safavid movement then expanded and developed so that at first it was only a religious movement. It developed and grew into political movement. The next Safavid leadership movement was in the hands of Ismail, who was then still 7 years old. The Khizilbash troops were troops under the leadership of Ismail and in 1501 Masih. For the first lead of Safavid Empire is Ismail from 51 until 1524. So he came to power when he is 12 years old, and he conquered Persia, modern-day Iran, and parts of Iraq. He took title of Sheikh or king to celebrate it. Later, last battle of Calderon to Salim, the grave of the Ottoman Empire, is in his land. Next is Safavid Empire led by Tahmasp, who is Ismail's son, from 1524 until 1576. He adopted the use of artillery with his military forces and expanded Safavid up to Caucasus Mountains. Safavid Empire by Shah Abbas the Great from 1587 until 1626. Its reformed military and civilian life created two new armies loyal to him, alone to maintain empire, modeled after the Ottoman army. One army made of Persians, one army recruited from Christian. Both armies equipped with artillery moved capital to Isfahan, which became an economic, religious, and political center. Empire declined after Abbas' death. Last Safavid rule abdicated in 1722. So here is the Safavid Empire maps. You can see that Ottoman, Safavid, and Mughal is lived almost together. Next is Safavid Empire for religion. They are tolerant of other religions. They not just accept Sufi, but they tolerant of other religions. Ismail switched from Sunni to Shia Islam and forced all his subjects to convert. This is why Iran is mostly Shias today. And Abbas brought members of Armenian Christians into the empire. They were allowed to govern themselves. So the result that Europeans moved in, industry, trade, and art exchanges grew. Next is the Mughal Empire. So the Mughal Empire, the expansion of Islam to India, which is Hindu, occurred during the time of the Umayyad Dawla in power in Syria under the leadership of Muhammad ibn Qasim and Qutaybiyah ibn Muslim with 6 1,000 soldiers. Then it was continued by the Ghaznawiya Daulah under the leadership of Mahmud al-Ghaznawi. At this time, Islam had spread throughout the Indian subcontinent because of its expansion into India 7 times in a row in 7 years and destroyed the Berhala it found, so that he was called the destroyer of Berhala. And the Mughal Daulah from 1526 until 1858 Masehi existed on the Indian subcontinent a quarter century after the establishment of the Safavid Daulah in 1501 Masehi in Iran, while the Ottoman Turks had been 2 centuries earlier from 1300 until 1918 Masehi. Therefore, among the 3 great empires of the medieval period, the Mughal Daulah was the youngest. But long before this, the expansion of Islam to India had been carried out during the Umayyad Daulah in Syria. The first expansion into India under the leadership of Muhammad ibn Qasim and Qutaybiyah ibn Muslim with 600 troops, they succeeded in controlling western India, namely now Pakistan, Bukhara, Kandahar, Samarkand, and Sindh. But the whole of India could not be overpowered in the first expansion. So the second expansion was carried out by the Ghaznawiya Daulah, namely a Daulah founded by Al-Takim in 962 Masehi. He and his Turkish followers went to Ghazna or Kabul, now in the territory of Afghanistan, founded the kingdom of Ghazna and made Ghazna the capital of their empire. The peak of its glory was with Sultan Mahmud al-Ghaznawi, who led the conquest of India at the end of the 9th century, which succeeded in controlling all of India and ruled there until 1186 Masehi. And in the future, the Mughal Daulah was established in India, which was founded by Zahiruddin Babur, a Fargana ruler from 1482 until 1530. So the first led for Mughal Empire is Babur from 1530 until 1994. He led by 11 years old, inherited kingdom that is known as Uzbekistan and Tajikistan. And in 1526, he raised army and conquered the Turkish Muslim in Delhi, India. Next is Akbar, who led Mughal's empire from 1556 until 1605. He said a monarch should never be intent on conquest, otherwise his neighbors rise in arms against him. The emperor called as a great one because he added more territory than any other Mughal emperor, an unified land of at least 100 million people, and also equipped army with heavy artillery. And his achievement, he achieved a peace and loyalty relationship with Hindu-Indian population by marrying a Rajput Indian princess and placing Rajput government in positions. Shah Jahan, who led Mughals from 1627 until 1658. He secured almost all of India during his reign except for the first zone. And he is the one who built Taj Mahal, the monument he gave to India, Red Fort in Delhi, Jama Masjid in Delhi, Red Fort in Agra, Moti Masjid in Agra, Fajr Khan Masjid in Lahore. Next is Aurangzeb. He led Mughals from 1658 until 1707. He executed his older brother and put his own father, Shah Jahan, in prison. Second is master military strategist and aggressive empire builder. He expanded Mughal holdings to their greatest size. He ended religious toleration and taxed Hindus that caused civil wars, which drained empire's wealth and led to a peasant revolts and weakening of the empire. So here is the map of growth of the Mughal Empire from 1526 until 1707. And the religion in Mughal Empire is Akbar was a Muslim, defended religious freedom, proved tolerance by marrying two Hindus, a Christian and a Muslim, and also allowed his wife to practice their own faith, abolished tax on Hindu pilgrims and non-Muslims, emergence of Sikhism, blending of Islam and Hinduism. The law that applied from Mughal Empire that governed through bureaucracy, natives or foreigners could hold high office, tax policy successful, similar to US, land policies had mixed results. So that's the law. And the arts that Mughal Empire has is cultural blending common between any ethnicity and religion, and art flourished especially in form of book, illustration, Hindu literature called Ramayana or Indian poem. They have Akbar architecture with unique style, the complex of buildings, reminiscence of Persian and Timurid style architecture features, example Agra Fort. And Mughal architecture reached its zenith during the reign of the Emperor Shah Jahan from 1628 until 1658. Its crowning achievement being the magnificence of Taj Mahal. So that's how Islam spread into the European area. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.